Hi, my name is the Jester, and welcome to the cargo ship, container ship, or freighter ship tutorial. We're going to be building a cargo ship very similar to this one. It's going to have a couple of containers on it. The containers are optional, as you can see here. You don't have to put them on, but I think it looks better with it on. All right, we're going to build it in this open spot here. All right, let's get started on the hull. The hull is going to be 53 blocks long and 13 blocks wide. You're going to put one block down and go 53 in a straight line. I'm not going to bore you with the 53, but do 53 straight. Then come back to what the front's going to be, and then you're going to go like this: 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to go across so you can see it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 blocks. That's going to be the bow. What you're going to do now is connect the bow to the back of the boat, which is the stern, just like this. When you get close to the back, here I'll turn around so you can see where I'm going. This is what you're going to do. You're going to go to the middle, and you're going to go to the middle, and you're going to count 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to go up like this. Let's get rid of this block here, and do the same thing on the other side. 1, 2, 3, up 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Now what am I doing? That's not right. Let's see. Okay, I was right the first time. 1, 2, 3, right there, yep. And then go all the way back to the front of the ship, the bow. And we're gonna connect it up. And when we're done, we're gonna have the frame for our hull. The hull is actually gonna be, it's all red with red wool. You can choose the color you want. I've chosen red wool. A lot of tutorials will show you with red wool. I prefer the red. It kind of matches what you see most ships do. Okay, you're gonna continue now with the hull like this. 1 up, 1 over, 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 1 up, 1 over. Now, by doing this pattern, you're going to create that front curvage on the bow of the ship. So you're going to go 1 up, 1 over, 1 up, 1 over, all the way around the front, like this. 1 up, 1 over. 1 up, 1 over, 1 up, 1 over, 1 up, 1 over, 1 up, 1 over. All right, now what you're going to do now is you're going to connect the front now to the back again. So you're going to overlap the bottom layer. And the reason why I'm not fast forwarding so you can see what it looks like here initially. The back's going to be the same thing. Over, up, 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 over. Very similar to the front. Up, over, up, over, over, up, over. And we're going to continue this up, over, over. Same thing. And let's finish out the rest of the stern just like this. So what you have is 3 layers of red wool. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in those layers of red wool to complete half of the hull. So there you go. I fast forwarded ahead. There it should look like. Now I'm going to go back to the front, to the bow. I'm going to select black wool. I'm going to go 1 up, 1 over, 1 up, 1 over, 1 up, 1 over, 3 times. So we're going to continue our work on the front of the ship. Same pattern: 1 up, 1 over, 1 up, 1 over, 1 up, 1 over. This time 3 times. 1 up, 1 over, 1 up, 1 over, 1 up, 1 over. And we're going to continue with the same theme. I'm using black. I think, again, most container ships look better with black. It doesn't mean you need to use the same colors. I would certainly recommend you experiment. That's the best part about Minecraft, is that you don't actually have to follow what others are doing. You can use it as inspiration, and you can come up with your own ideas. I think experimentation with colors is probably your best bet. I like this color scheme, the red on the bottom part of the hull and the black to finish off the top part. Certainly doesn't make it the best way, but that's certainly up to you. Let's complete it here. 1 up, 1 over, 1 up, 1 over, 1 up, 1 over. Okay, let's connect the bow here to the stern with 1 layer. I want to show you what I'm doing with the back of it, because it's not exactly the same as when I use the red wool. the curvature in the back is already completed. I don't need to curve anymore. So what I'm going to do is just cover the top with black, just like this. I'm not going one up, one over. It's just overlapping what's already there. So nothing fancy about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fast forward. I'm going to fill in the rest of it with black wool. And make sure all 3 layers are finished. And here's what the finished hull looks like. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up 2 more layers with the black wool. The front of cargo ships tend to have some kind of elevated platform. And what I'm going to do is simulate this here. So I'm going to go up 2 more layers. So that's 1 up, 1 over, 1 up, 1 over. So 2 more layers. Here, let's take a look at the other side, and then do this here. 1 up, 1 over, 1 up, 1 up, 1 up, 1 over, 1 up, 1 over, 1 up, 1 over, 1 up, 1 over. Once you get the pattern down, it's pretty simple to follow it. So we're going up 2 more times. All right, now that that's done, I'm going to show you where we're going to fill this. And just count from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up. Put a block down there. Fill in the rest. And then 1 over from the original spot right here. Fill in the rest. Let's go on the other side. Let's just do the counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go all the way up. Put 1 down. Fill it in. Go back over. Go 1 block over. There you go. Fill it in. And there's the bow. And that's what it should look like. All right. The next step, once we've got this completed, is to put down the actual deck. I am going to be using, let's see, which one of these? Spruce wood. So I'm going to go spruce wood planks, and I'm going to use spruce wood planks to fill in the deck. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to fill in the deck for the midship to the stern. We're not going to touch the bow just yet. Using the wood planks, I'm going to go ahead and do it like this, go across to the other side, and just fill in the rest. I'm not going to waste your time. I'm going to fast forward ahead, but you're going to use the wood planks and fill in most of the ship. Now we're going to focus on the bow. We use the same wood planks. We're going to go up 1 layer and go just 1 row across like this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go up another layer, 1 row across like this. And then we're going to use the same wood planks and fill in the rest of the bow. I'm going to take out some of the blocks like that, some of the black wool blocks. It gives it a smoother, more complete look by doing that. Just make sure you don't knock out a hole in the bow as it's visible from the outside. All right, what I'm going to do is go ahead and fast forward it. All right, there, I've gone ahead and completed the deck. The next thing on our list is to do the container platforms. Now I'm going to use just spruce wood itself. Go from here, this spot, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1 over, and then start the 1, 2, 3, 4 space, 1, 2, 3, 4. You have a space from the end. Container blocks are going to be 4 blocks wide and 9 blocks long. The containers themselves are actually 4 by 9 by 3 blocks high. You're going to put in 6 different container platforms, making sure that they're 1 block apart from themselves and from the side. So go ahead and fill those in like this, making sure that, again, that they're 4 blocks wide and 9 blocks long. You can use, again, any material that you'd like to. I'm just using the spruce wood. I think it gives it a good effect. Let me get rid of those. I want to fast forward so you can see the completed, there you go, the completed container platforms. Okay, now we've finished with the container platforms. We're going to go ahead and build a bridge. The bridge is where the captain navigates the ship and where the crewmates are, supposed to sleep. Okay, so we're going to start here with the white snow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to fill this in and create a box. I like to build in boxes. It makes it easier for me to create as I go. So I'm going to head and first build this box and fill it in. If you don't want to use the snow, you can go ahead and use the white wool. I just prefer the snow. It looks a little smoother. on this texture package. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and fast forward. This is what it looks like. On top of this box, I'm going to build another box. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 high, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in length. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fill this in, very similar to the way I did the first box. So it's one box sitting on top of another box. Okay, go ahead and fill in the rest. What I'll do is I'll fast forward to the completed version. There it is. Now let's get started on the balcony. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks up. You're going to put a row of white snow like that. Then 1, 2, 3 in the back. Let's go on the other side. You can do it 2 from the top, and then on the third row down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 1, 2, 3 over. This space here is going to where we're going to put the actual exhaust for the boat. It's going to be the stern exhaust. I'm going to use the blue wool here. I'm going to use some red wool, and I'm probably just going to use nether brick, not the black. Where's the nether brick? Here it is. Before we get to the actual exhaust, let's go ahead and fill in the rest of the bridge. Let's do the control tower area where the captain will navigate the ship. You're going to go from here, 1, 2, 3 over. 3 over, 3 up, 3 over like that. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. From the very top, you're going to go 1, 2, 3 up, 1, 2, 3 over, 1, 2, 3 up, 1, 2, 3 over. And you're going to fill the rest in like this. Again, I'm using the same white snow as I did before. Okay, let's go ahead and get some glass. So select a glass block. Right there. And we're going to go ahead and put some glass blocks on top like this. And right there, 2 on this side. Let's go ahead and select the white snow again. And we're going to just connect this to this, like that. Another layer there. Add some more right here to finish off the top of the bridge. Right there like that, and right there like that, and then we're going to use the glass and just finish framing out the top. I'm not concerned about the inside detail. That's something that if you guys would like to do, you can. Just for this video, I'm going to stay away from that. I'm just worried about what it looks like from the outside. Okay, now let's do the roof. We use 1 more row of white on top, the white snow. And you're going to finish it off just like this. Oops. Over. Alright, it's starting to come together. We're going to come back to the bridge here in a sec. We're going to focus on the exhaust in the back. We're going to use blue wool to start off with here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what we're going to end up doing is going to do 1, 2, it's just 2 layers here. We're going to do 6 total layers. This is 3 like this. 4, 5, and the 6th layer, what you're going to do is you're actually going to go in 1 more right there, and you're going to go all the way across. It's going to be right here. Get rid of that one over on the end there, yep. And now we're going to use the red wool, and we're going to do 2 layers of red around the exhaust here. So it's going to be, here's your first layer of red. And the second one, again, you could use any colors, any materials that you like. Experiment. Come up with something that you think looks the best. I'm going to use nether brick to top it off. 2 more layers to top it off. 1 and 2. Awesome. That's done. Okay, now that the exhaust is finished, let's go ahead and fill in the rest of the roof for the bridge. Before I completely fill it in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select some glowstone and put some glowstone in the bridge in the bottom right here, a couple of layers below where it's visible, so at least at nighttime there's a little light coming from the bridge itself. So I'm going to put some glowstone down here and then close out the roof. All right, next on my list is I'm going to go ahead and put in a couple of doors. Let's put a door right here onto the balcony, which we're going to finish up here in a second. We'll do the same thing on the other side. The door is cosmetic, it's not functional. You can make it functional if you'd like. Now since you have the doors, let's go ahead and put one here on the ground floor on the deck level and on the other side as well. All right, once the doors are in, you're going to go ahead and select the white snow, and where the balcony level was before, you're going to double it up. So you're going to go around again with white in preparation for the nether fence. And we're going to use the nether fence and go around like this. And this is going to finish off our balcony right there. And we're going to do the same thing to the other side. Let's go ahead and select the white snow and double it up like that, and use another fence and come around to complete our second balcony on the other side. Now with that being done, let's go ahead and select the glass block and put in some windows. On here you're going to go space there, so you have two there, space, window, space, window, space, window, space, window. So there's 4 there, space, window, space, window. So you have 2 on that side. Now from the front you're going to go up 2 blocks and go window, 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 like that. Again, 2 more blocks, you're going to go window, 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 window. No room for windows there. What you're going to do here is you're going to go up 1, 2, and go window, window. So there's 2 there. And the same thing on the side. You're going to go 2 up from there and go, make sure it matches up with that layer there. Window, window. Okay, now that the windows are in, let's add some more detail. I'm going to select a quartz block, and what I'm going to do is on the 4th layer going up on the bridge, I'm going to wrap some quartz block around it like this. I think this added detail adds depth and makes it look a little more realistic. After I've done that, I'm going to select some glowstone, and on the inside of the bridge I'm going to just fill it with some of the glowstone to add some more light. I'm not going to waste time showing you how to do that. That's up to you if you want to do that. Okay, so for more detail, I'm going to take an anvil. I'm going to place one here and place one on the other side. They serve as tie downs when the boat's docking. And I'm going to put in what's called a cargo boom. I'm not going to pretend to know what it actually does, but a lot of the cargo ships have it. Using black wool, I'm going to make a 3x3 square like this. And then in the middle, I'm going to use nether fence. And I'm going to go up, I don't know, 3 or 4 blocks. There you go. And then to the back, I'm going to add some more tie downs. So I'm going to use the anvils and put 2 more tie downs in the back like this. 1, 2. And that's it. Let's move on to the containers themselves. I'm going to select 4 different colors. Yellow wool. Let's choose purple, red, and let's go with green. You could choose as many different colors as you'd like. I'm going to go basic here, and what you're going to do is on top of the container platforms, you're going to actually start building your containers. They're going to be 9 blocks long, 4 blocks wide, and 3 blocks high. I'm going to use solid colors. I'm not going to get too fancy with it. I think sometimes when you overcomplicate it, it doesn't look as good as you imagine it will. So sometimes simple is the best. You don't need to fill them in, you just need to close it out, so it can be hollow. The idea here is to use contrasting colors when you're stacking containers. If you use the same color or a color that might be similar, it's not going to look as clean as it would. So I'm going to use a purple on top here, and you're going to get the idea. With the 2 different colors, it's going to look like 2 separate containers stacked on top of one another. Make sure you follow the same format. It's 9 in length, 9 blocks long, 4 blocks wide, 3 blocks high, and do the same thing as you did before. You don't have to fill it in, but just make sure you close it out. I'm not going to bore you building the rest of them. What I'm going to do is, once I get this one done, I'm going to fast forward so you can see how I've completed it. You can fill in as many containers as you'd like. I only keep it 2 containers up to make it look a little neater. But here you go. I've left 2 open spaces for 2 more containers because this boat is currently at dock. It's probably just waiting for 2 more to be loaded on. And the ship is finished. Very simple in its design, but I think very effective. The level of detail that you want to add is up to you. I like to keep it simple. But this is Minecraft. Use these tutorials as a guide. You don't have to follow it step by step. The beauty of Minecraft is that you can create anything you want to create. Just use your imagination. Thank you so much for watching, guys. This was my first Minecraft tutorial. I'm probably going to do a few more. I'd love to hear some feedback. So feel free to comment. Thanks for watching, and take care. Bye.